Odes and Epigrams by Friedrich Hölderlin. Prayer for the incurable, Gebet für die Unheilbaren. Hurry, hesitant time, and bring them up against nonsense, else you'll warn them in vain what their good sense is about. Hurry, denature them wholly, up against frightful non-being. Bring them, or never they'll know just how denatured they are. Never these fools will reform until they begin to feel giddy, never recover their health save in the stench of decay. Good advice, gute Rat. You've a head and a heart? Reveal only one of them, I say. If you reveal both at once, doubly they'll damn you for both. Advocatus diaboli. Deep in my heart I abhor the nexus of rulers and clerics, yet more deeply I loathe genius in league with that gang. The excellent, die Vortrefflichen. Dearest brothers, whatever you do, never try to be excellent writers. Honor fate and accept that it's human to bungle your trade. For if once the head ventures forth, the tail will certainly follow, and our classical age, Germans, is over for good. Descriptive poetry, die beschreibende Poesie. Latest news, Apollo's become the god of journalists, pressmen, and his blue-eyed boy, he who reports all the facts. False popularity, falsche Popularität. Oh, the worldly wise man, with children his manner is childish, but the tree and the child seek what is higher than they. To Diotima. Beautiful being, you live as do delicate blossoms in winter. In a world that's grown old, hidden, you blossom alone. Lovingly outward, you press to bask in the light of the springtime. To be warmed by it still, look for the youth of the world. But your sun, the lovelier world, has gone down now, and the quarreling gales rage in an icy, bleak night. Diotima. Bliss of the heavenly muse who on elements once imposed order. Come, and for me now assuage the chaos come back in our time. Temper the furious war with peace-giving, heavenly music, till in the mortal heart all that's divided unites, till the former nature of men, the calm, the majestic, from our turbulent age rises, restored to its prime. Living beauty, return to the destitute hearts of the people. To the banqueting table return, enter the temples once more. For Diotima lives as do delicate blossoms in winter, blessed with a soul of her own, yet needing and seeking the sun. But the lovelier world, the sun of the spirit, is darkened. Only quarreling gales rage in an icy, bleak night. Bonaparte. Poets are holy vessels in which the wine of life, the spirit of heroes, is preserved. But this young man's spirit, the quick, would it not burst, any vessel that tried to contain it? Let the poet leave him, untouched like the spirit of nature, for both reduce to a bungling boy the masterly craftsman. In the poem he cannot live and last. He lives and lasts in the world. Empedocles. You look for life, you look, and from deeps of earth a fire divinely gleaming wells up for you, and quick, a quiver with desire, you hurl yourself down into Etna's furnace. So did the queen's exuberance once dissolve rare pearls in wine, and why should she not? But you, if only you, O poet, had not offered your wealth to the seething chalice. Yet you are holy to me, as is the power of earth that took you from us, the boldly killed. And gladly did not love restrain me, deep as the hero plunged down, I'd follow. To the Fates, on Departsen. One summer only grant me, you powerful fates, and one more autumn only for mellow song, so that more willingly, replete with music's late sweetness, my heart may die then. The soul in life denied its God-given right. Down there in Orcus also will find no peace. But when what's holy, dear to me, the poem's accomplished, my art perfected, then welcome silence, welcome cold world of shades. I'll be content, though here I must leave my lyre, and songless travel down, for once I lived like the gods, and no more is needed. Diotima. You suffer and keep silent, and strange to them. You holy being, silently wilt away, for in vain among barbarians. Here in the sunlight you seek your kindred, the nobly tender spirits that are no more. Yet time speeds on. Though mortal, my song will live to see the day which, next to gods, with heroes will name you, itself be like you. To her genius. Send her flowers and fruit from inexhaustible fullness. Send her, tutelar spirit, deathless youth from above. Wrap her up in your joys, and never let her experience years when lonely, estranged, she, the Athenian, must live, till in the land of the blessed one day she fondly embraces happy sisters who ruled, loved, when Phidias was young. Plea for forgiveness. Abbitte. Holy being, I know, often I've troubled your golden, godlike repose, so that you learned from me much that might have been spared you, life's more hidden, obscurer griefs. Oh, forgive me, forget. Look, as the clouds up there veil with black the slow moon, I drift away, while you stay and shine in your beauty, gentle light, as you shone before. Then and now, ehemals und jetzt. In younger days each morning I rose with joy, to weep at nightfall. Now in my later years, though doubting I begin my day, yet always its end is serene and holy. The course of life, Lebenslauf. High my spirit aspired, truly, however, love pulled it earthward, and grief lower still bows it down. So I follow the arc of life, and return to my starting place. Brevity. Die Kürze. Why so brief now, so curt? Do you no longer, then, love your art as you did, when in your younger days, hopeful days, in your singing, what you loathed was to make an end? Like my joy is my song. Who in the sundown's red glow would happily bathe? Gone it is, cold the earth, and the bird of the night whirs down so close that you shield your eyes. Human applause, Menschenbeifall. Has love not hallowed, filled with new life my heart with lovelier life? Then why did you prize me more, when I was proud and wild and frantic, lavish of words, yet in substance empty? The crowd likes best what sells in the marketplace, and loud-mouthed force alone wins a slave's respect. In gods and Godhead only he can truly believe, who himself is godlike. Home, die Heimat. Content the boatman turns to the river's calm, from distant isles his harvest all gathered in. I too would gladly now turn homeward, only what harvest but pain have I reaped? Kind river banks that tended and brought me up, can you allay love's sufferings, give me back, you forests of childhood, should I come to you now, the same peace as ever? Good faith, de gute Glaube. Dearest one, you lie sick, so that with weeping my heart is weary, and fear almost takes root in me. Yet I cannot believe that you could die when you still can love. Her recovery, ihre Genesung. Nature, she who's your friend, drowses and ails, and you dally, giver of life? Cannot you heal her then, potent breezes of aether? Sunlight's wellsprings, will you not help? All the flowers of the earth, all the good ripening, happy fruits of the grove, how can it be that all fail to cheer this one life which, gods yourselves, you raised up with love? Ah, already restored, holy desire to live, breathes and sounds in her talk, charming as ever, and fondly, nature, your darling. open-eyed to your beam, responds. The unpardonable, das Unverzeihliche. If you drop an old friend, laugh at the artist, and meanly, vulgarly judge, wronging the deeper mind, God forgives you, but never break the quiet that lovers know. To the young poets, an die jungen Dichter. Quite soon, dear brothers, perhaps our art, so long in youth-like ferment, will now mature to beauty's plenitude, to stillness. Only be pious like Grecian poets. Of mortal men think kindly, but love the gods. Loathe drunkenness like frost. Don't describe or teach. And if you fear your master's bluntness, go to great nature. Let her advise you. To the Germans, an die Deutschen. Do not laugh at the child when with his whip and spurs, brave and mighty he feels upon his rocking horse. For you, Germans, you too are poor in deeds, though you've thoughts enough. Or, as lightning from clouds, out of mere thoughts, will deeds potent come leaping out, books now begin to live. O my dear ones, then seize me, make me pay for my slanderous words. The sanctimonious poets, die scheinheiligen Dichter. Cold hypocrites, of gods do not dare to speak. You're rational. In Helios you don't believe, nor in the thunderer or the sea god. Dead is our earth, so what fool would thank her? Take comfort, gods, for yet you adorn their verse, though now the soul's gone out of your pilfered names. And if some high-flown word is needed, you, Mother Nature, they still remember. To the sun god, dem Sonnengott. Where are you? Dazzled, drunken, my soul grows faint, and dark with so much gladness. For only now it was I watched, while weary with his course, the enrapturing sun god lingered, to bathe his youthful locks in the golden clouds, and full of him my eyes of themselves gaze on, though far from here, to pious nations who still revere him. By now he's journeyed. You, earth, I love who join me in mourning him, and like the griefs of children our mourning turns to sleep, and, much as in the lyre strings fluttering winds will run wild and whisper, until the master's finger lures forth a tone more pure, so dreams and mist all around us play, until the loved one comes again and kindles new life in our minds, new vigor. Sunset, Sonnenuntergang. Where are you? Dazzled, drunken, my soul grows faint, and dark with so much gladness, for even now I listened, while, too rich in golden sounds, the enrapturing youth, the sun god, intoned his evening hymn on a heavenly lyre. All round the hills and forests re-echoed it, though far from here, to pious nations, who still revere him. By now he's journeyed. Socrates and Alcibiades. Holy Socrates, why always with deference do you treat this young man? Don't you know greater things? Why so lovingly, raptly, as on gods do you gaze on him? Who the deepest has thought loves what is most alive. Wide experience may well turn to what's best in youth, and the wise in the end will often bow to the beautiful. To our great poets, an unsere großen Dichter. The banks of Ganges heard how the god of joy was hailed when conquering all from far Indus came. The youthful Bacchus, and with holy wine from their drowsiness woke the peoples. You also, poets, rouse them, awaken those who still are sleepy. Give us the laws, and give us life. Make known your triumph. Only you, like that god, have the right to conquer. Epigrams. Pros eauton, to himself. Living in life, learn your art. In art works learn about living. If the one you see clearly aright, likewise the other you'll see. Sophocles. Many have tried, but in vain. with joy to express the most joyful. Here at last, in grave sadness, wholly I find it expressed. The angry poet, der zürnende Dichter. Never fear the poet when nobly he rages. His letter kills, but his spirit to spirits gives new vigor, new life. The jokers, die Scherzhaften. Always you trifle and joke? You have to? Oh, friends, how my very soul responds to your plight. No one has to but those in despair. The root of all evil, Wurzel alles Übels. Being at one is godlike and good, but human, too human, the mania, which insists there is only the one country, one truth, and one way. Palingenesis. Together with the sun, I often yearn to run the wide arc, from its rising to its going down, speeding on, often with song to follow ancient nature's great course of perfection. And as the general bears on his helmet the eagle in battle and triumph, I wish that the sun might bear me, mighty the yearning of mortals. Yet in the man a god has his dwelling too, so that he sees what is past and to come, and as from the river up into the mountain range he rambles to the source through the ages. From the silent book of the sun's deeds he is familiar with the past, through that offers golden treasure.